Hey, I'm Kev Masker. Welcome back to Monster Energy Supercross 3 as this Elusive continued the top 5 streak last time. Not victory. She made way too many mistakes for that, but she continued taking points out of Muskin and Webb as that's an alternate line for this rhythm section. Not going to take that one. Yeah, definitely slicker surface here in Texas after a bit of a softer top in Minneapolis last time. She looked to extend the lead as we're into the middle third of the season. 6 races down, 11 to go. And she doesn't mind this Texas circuit. Did all right round here. In the 250s from what I remember. So yeah, forget it. Some of the corners are split as well. That's all landed a bit farther. Not the best line into the massive burns here. So it's a bit more wide open in Minneapolis as well. Should love that. Big burns. Lots of room section. Some big jumps as well. Yes, let's do a proper lap, shall we? So there we go. Much better into this room section. A massive jump. Oh, she can grod it. She can grod it. It's all a bit wide there. Oh yeah, it should provide some good battling here. A bit like Minneapolis actually, despite being much tighter and tristier. It still had some good battles there. Took you a Cole Seeley. And Justin Barsha as well. Seems best to take the wide line, isn't it? I don't know, we'll experiment with that in the heat races. And then hopefully in the main event she can find her pace once again. And take another victory. As across the line, 58.7 is alright. As Texas has also returned to longer circuits as well, and she's the only rider to break the minute barrier. 1.5 seconds quicker than Muskin and Tomac and Webb and Dean Wilson up there in 5th again in qualifying. And you've got Baggett, Osborne, Plessinger, Anderson and Bogle rounds out the top 10 just ahead of Justin Hill. And you've got Carl Chisholm in 20th, Austin in 30th, Casey Brennan in last. So decent in qualifying. Maybe a bit better in the heat race. To be honest, I don't know how he gets better in the heat race. Let's find out, shall we? As we've got Osborne nearby. Or we did. No real bank to use there, is there, for the first turn? She leads ahead of Osborne, Angio, Tomac, and the mate. And goodbye, everyone else. There's now got Anderson down to 5th, and the mate up to 4th. Angio in 3rd, Osborne in 2nd. So the newest winner, continuing the form at the moment on this opening lap. Now got Tomac up to 4th, Dean Wilson up there, Anderson, Brayton. Heck of a battle on this opening lap just to be in the top 5. Now remember, it's top 9 that makes it through to the main event. As now we've got Asvarnas behind in 2nd and 3rd. No, the May battling back. Justin Brayton in 5th. No, Dean Wilson there now. Angio down to 7th. So great start for the Italian, but seems to be coming out to naught in the end. That's one way to take the rhythm section, just skirt the top of it. So he is already quite big too, Osborne. 4.5 seconds. Massive. As now we've got Wilson in 4, so he's actually 3 Asvarnas behind. And the May on the Honda. Does seem like this outside line is much better than the inside. Even if we're not landing on the tabletop and casing the joint at the moment. Better case a joint like that though. Keeps the speed up. As Wilson up to 3rd now ahead of Anderson. As 57.4. Just showing off at the moment. No one within what? A couple of seconds of that. Crowd up. Very enthusiastic, it sounds like. It's got Tomac now run out of top 5. Looks like Zach Osborne's gone down, maybe. It's longer there. Anderson up to 2nd, Wilson in 3rd, the main 4th. There's not much to talk about, to be honest. It's quite static now. Race on this, that. There's all... Alright, Liz, you wanted to get interesting. I get it. It's got Wilson up to 2nd here of Anderson. Tomac up to 4th head of the May. Well, you can really drive through that burn, can't you? It's got Harmon in 9th. Osborne down to 7th behind Angio. It's all towards the tough blocks. It's going to help the jump. But they barely carry any throttle over the jump, no. Yeah, you can really ride all the burns around here. Pretty nice, actually. Just trying out the whips. Wish all the burns are like this, where you could really ride them. It's a bit like Supercross on actually, that feel. Being able to ride a burn like that quite confidently. Lots of pace. Virtually full throttle as well. Not as overpowered as it was in 1 though, but still very powerful as we're on to the penultimate lap. So you're taking that tight to wide line. Trying that out. Was that a row from the crowd? What the hell? He's got Brayton into the top 5. Where has he come from? On his Honda. Tomac down to 4th. Or up to 4th. No, down to 5th. As now Osborne's back into the top 4. Wilson still in 2nd. Anderson in 3rd. So back to has found over 2, 3, 4. Or not. Now Brayton's up to 4th. Got an auction going on behind for 4th. Now Osborne's back up to 5th ahead of Tomac. No, Tomac into 5th. No, Osborne. You can see the battle there. They're side by side into that room section. As we go into the final lap. So we've got Cole Seeley in 6th. Got Harmon in 9th. Andrew in 8th. Tomac in 7th. There's Osborne up to 4th. Brayton in 5th. Wilson Anderson. Very comfortable heat race, just like for these. It's been 1 mistake and that's it really. It's not been close. 10-second lead. Now the May back up to 5th. I thought it was Seeley, but I guess it must have been him in 7th. Should we take the inside line, see what it's like? Nah. Guess not. This is decided. Just take the outside line. As through the final rhythm section, it's been a piece of cake once again in the heats for this. As it's Wilson in 2nd after 6 laps, Anderson in 3rd, Osborne in 4th, so he's Husqvarna 2, 3, 4, Kawasaki in 5th. The Hondas of the May, Brayton and Angelo make it through. Justin Hill on the Suzuki as well, with Alex Ray on the Suzuki just missing out. Head of Seeley, Reed. So we've got a couple of big names making it through to the last chance qualifier. Tyler in last. So up to 50 wins, hopefully, after this race. So we have unlocked some boots. Not bad.
Welcome to one of the most spectacular stadiums in the world, AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. I'm Ralph Shaheen. Joining me is my good buddy and former Supercross champ, Ricky Carmichael. Ready for the call of Monster Energy, AMA Supercross, and FIM World Championship.
Yes, Ralph. The Arlington Stadium is a magnificent backdrop for this evening's track. There will certainly be an incredible battle fought on those whoops.
In a few moments, we will find out who will grab the whole shot here in the Lone Star State.
So here we go then, the main event time alongside Brayton, Webb, the May. Sure shot, surely. Yep. Then she outbrakes herself in the first corner. Hogging that inside line though. So Anderson in second, Webb in third. Brayton in fourth, LeMay in fifth. That's what the hell it is. Now the Honda to come at her. But she holds on. Now Hill in fifth. Anderson in fourth. No, Webb in second, Brayton in third. Not Muskin, no. This is not the KTM you're looking for, is it? Where's Muskin? He's going to come under pressure from his teammates soon in the championship. So here comes Webb, here comes Brayton. Gonna make this one interesting, boys. It's across the line. Muskin down in 15th. Seeley rounds out the top 20. Baggett in 22nd. Oh, and it's down. Surprised you didn't do that in the heat race, to be fair. She's battling with Joey and Angelo. They'll reach to the top 10. Tries to get ahead of her fellow Kawasaki mate. Then outbrakes herself. And oh, here though, here's Muskin. Racing into the top 10. The hope klaxon has gone off in his head. She just takes his line away. Takes over 7th. Got Alex Rain 6th. The May ran at the top 5 with Plessinger. Looks like we've got Hill in 3rd. Justin Brayton in 2nd. Webb leading. She goes down the inside of... Is that Hill? LeMay? No, Ray. It's one of those names, you know. Now she's trying to go down the inside of Ray for the top 5. He says no. So he blocks the inside. I'll just take the outside then. Have an elbow to the face. He was not happy about that. So we're over a quarter of the way gone in this race. She battles with the Yamaha of Plessinger 4-4. Makes it through. Just about triples everywhere. Almost into the Suzuki of Hill. Let's go over the last room section. Oh, Hill. Pushing her high as she does a 59.6. Jumps down the inside of the Suzuki. So now it's just Brayton and Webb in front. And they're fighting back. Oh, well, jumps herself in that corner again. Just about gets ahead of Hill. And now it's Plessinger all over him. And now she's got a Honda and KTM to chase down with Kawasaki in 3rd, Yamaha in 4th, Suzuki in 5th. So all got 5 different manufacturers in the top 5. Very cool to see. Yeah, it's over the jumps. Just missing Asvano, aren't we? Top 5. I wonder where they are. Osborne, Wilson, Anderson. Very good in the heats, but nowhere in the main event at the moment. It's Muskin 8. Wilson rounds out the top 10. Looking further down, Tomic down in 17th. Anderson in last with Seeley. Shocking main event again for the number 1. As all this clips the back of Brayton. As he tries to make a move on Webb. Sent flying again, and I'm surprised she's still got her head attached to her body. As we've got Plessinger, the May ran out of top 5. As well coming in, increasing pressure from the Honda. As we approach halfway mark of this main event here in Texas. As they go triple it. Yes, triple it. Yes, there we go. That's how you meant to take that room section. That's what caught out in the opening lap as well, while she was like caught up with everyone. Still does a minute 1, just about. Still quit that time, despite the mistake. And another mistake. She's just pushing tough blocks in the way for everyone. Tesla's just having none of it though. As Muskin rounds out the top 5 now. Bogle and Sith is saying hello to Pleasinger for that hit. Having none of it. I'm here to chase down the top 2, not battle for 3rd. There's a message there. And now here comes Muskin for 4th. So just about taking that wide line. Oh god, where are you jumping this? Oh, she's jumping into Muskin, I see. Pushes him and Pleasinger wide. Gets muscled out in the next corner though. Let's look at Muskin with the elbows. For 3rd. So Pleasinger having none of it from Liz. What the hell? Where's the bike going again? Sounds like he got a mind of its own in this main event. So it's plain staying in the heats, but it's been nothing from that in the main event for Liz. As we're into the final 3rd of the race. Going with the May for 6th. And she had Justin Vogel in front, who's gone very wide in the next corner, thankfully. So she's back into 5th. See, this is something she didn't have in the heat races though. Traffic, battling. So much plain sailing. Now she's having the battle, get the elbows out. It's costing her a bit. As there we go, top 2 in the championship now, battling hard over 3rd. Well, I'd say battling hard, Muskin's just giving it to her on a plate. As she does a new fast to that 59 forward, 2.5 seconds behind Webb, he's still holding on to the lead. Brayton just about though, ahead of the Honda. So Liz once again is trying to push tough blocks into the path of her competitors. So Muskin moving all over the place, trying to get back by. This stuffs it down the inside though. There's only dropping back in 5th, so he might be battling just holding to the top 5, the Yamaha man. And we're building a bit of a gap to Brayton. Looks like he's got a couple of bike lengths compared to before. That's all, she's jumped too high, no. Casing the joint just when she doesn't need to do it. Needs to build a gap to Muskin and focusing on the top 2 with less than 2 minutes remaining. Somehow gained a few tenths on that lap though. The top 2. Oh my god, what is with that first corner again? As well, Muskin with the big push outside. He's not even worried about the top 2. Very surprising considering how far back he is in the championship now. And he's just gifted her 3rd again. Needs to get out of this cycle in these last couple of laps. If she can have 1 or 2 clean laps, she'll catch up to the top 2. It's just about getting those clean laps though. There you go, triple, just about. Triple. Now she can focus in on Brayton in front. She does a 1 minute point 5. That's better in the first corner. That's what she's meant to be doing. Now she's building the gap behind, and they're battling in front. Close up on them. Battling hard in front as well. She's half the gap at this split compared to the previous lap. I sent her on the penultimate lap as well. So a good time to speed up, Liz. You want to win this thing. As no, did not hold the air. Sloppy doubles. But look at the gap now. One clean lap. You can really see the top two now. They're down to the final lap with a 59 lap time as well. It's all just about keeping out the tough blocks. As the top two have stopped battling. Looks like Webb's got a bit of a gap now to Brayton. And so halfway through this final lap. Did she leave herself too much to do? Looks like she has. She's gaining all the time. Right, she might be able to grab second from Brayton. But I think Webb's got the win here. It's rubbish exit into the ruin section. I don't think she will even get second now. As she goes across the line, Webb wins. Liz in third. So Webb wins round 7 of the season ahead of Brayton and Liz. Then we've got Muskin, Plessinger, Bogle, the mate, Chadwick, the legend. Top Suzuki in 8th ahead of X-Ray and Vince Frisey in 10th. As what happened to those Varners? Well, Wilson in 19th, Anderson in 20th. There was Osborne. There was no Osborne. I know Osborne was 15th. My God. And Anderson's did the fast out of the race as well, 59.3. Angelo in last with Malcolm Stewart. Not one for the Hondas either, apart from Brayton. And Eo Tomic in 18th as well. So some big names down the order. As it extends her lead to 18 points ahead of Muskin. Cooper Hobie's come in. His first win of the season sees him just 5 points now behind his teammate. 19 ahead of Bogle. Is up ahead of Osborne. And Brayton up 3 places ahead of Baggett, Tomac, and Plessinger up to 9th ahead of Anderson. Ran out the top 10. Chad Reed up 3 places to 15th. Dean Wilson down 3 to 19th. Got Chase Blackburn up to 28th, up 9 places. Down 9 is Benny Bros. As 45 riders scored points with Tyler in last now. So decent results, another podium. That's all we can ask for. We can finish ahead on Muskin as well.
Those 3 were phenomenal. They definitely were the stars of the night and earned a spot on the podium.
Yeah, she's not particularly happy about that. Where's Webb's trophy? As next up we head to Detroit for round 8 of the season and Ford Field, another NFL stadium with some Supercross in it. And you can see quite a few rhythm sections as well. It's going to be a bit tighter than it was at Texas, a bit slightly different top layer as well, slightly different surface. As well, it'll be a bit more like Minneapolis. But I hope you enjoyed some more Supercross 3 and Liz extending that lead. She continues to do that next time. South watching. We'll find out then.